Plenty Valley FM presents Sig's Flicks.
And Mr. Anderson is on the line, and today we're going to give a bit of an expose on the ACTA, the Australian Film Awards for 2023. Good morning, Sig.
Good morning, Bill, and that's exactly what we're doing this morning. Yes, you got that right on the head. But I've done the Oscars 2 weeks ago, the nominations coming in. We had the great fun with the Razzies, the worst films of the year, last week with Thurston. And today we've got the Australian version. This time it's the best in Australian films, as you said, the ACTA Awards, Australian Academy of Cinema and Television Arts. And this is our version of the Oscars with the ceremony last week and the statuettes and the whole thing. So, and the cast of thousands up in Sydney. So, yeah, some of the awards here are intriguing. But before I'll get into this, it's nice to be able to support Australian films here in Australia. And if they're good and they're decent, we like to see you guys get out there and see them. And sometimes Australian films aren't particularly well supported when we're sort of in the shadow of the big juggernaut mega international films. But there are a few gems here that I'd like to tell you about now. So you can, if you haven't seen them, you can get out there and do that. But first of all, one of the big winners this year from last year's films is the horror film, supernatural horror type film called Talk to Me. And this is an intriguing film, and this did very well in several areas. And this is virtually the story of some 20-something kids who end up conjuring up spirits, as you can imagine, from an embalmed hand, and they ask it to talk to them and then come forward, and then they are possessed briefly by and very intensely by a particular spirit that they want to conjure up. And the old story, well, they're giving too much away because you probably want to see this one, is some of these 20-something kids are very hesitant and very scared about these things. And, of course, some want to go on and take it to the next level. So we'll see what happens there. This film won for Best Film and also won for Best Lead Actress. One of the girls involved with these virtual seances, and Sophie Wilde, and Best Direction from the brothers, Danny and Michael Filippo. So, yeah, they did very well on that one. Other big winners, we have the two awards for The New Boy. This is a gorgeous young Aboriginal boy, Aswan Reed, and he did well in The New Boy. This is a story of a young 9-year-old boy, Aboriginal boy in the 1940s, who he's actually an orphan, and he arrives at a remote monastery run by a renegade nun, and things are not quite the same after he arrives because a few tensions arise, and the nun is played by Cate Blanchett, a veteran actor. And so we also have a very good award for several others. But anyway, let's start down the list here and see how we go with some of these awards. First of all, getting on to the best film, and we have 6 nominees, and the first one, which is nominated, we have Of an Age, and this is an intriguing little film set in 1999. We have a Serbian-Austrian amateur ballroom dancer, and he starts and goes through a pretty intense one-day romance with the older brother of one of his friends, and this is a pretty insular, as I say, intense film, and it's very interesting the way they developed there, and that's been nominated for Best Film, and also 2 nominations for the 2 men involved in this one, the lead actors, Elias Santon, and also Tom Green. So they unfortunately were not successful in that one because the gorgeous little boy, Aboriginal boy I just mentioned in The New Boy, Aswan Reed, won that one. But other nominees for Best Film, we have many of you may have seen a Shada, and this is intriguing pretty intense story about a desperate young Iranian mother and her 6-year-old daughter, and they find refuge in a women's shelter and from their abusive husband and father, and that gets a bit difficult. And that is also stars Leah Purcell. You may remember from The Drover's Wife, and she plays the role of very supportive, the woman looking after the shelter. So Shada, nominated for Best Film. Also, we have Sweet As, nominated for Best Film, and this is a gorgeous story of a young Aboriginal teenage woman, a girl actually, who discovers a love of photography when she went to a field trip for kids in Western Australia, Pilbara. Very good photography in this one. The film itself, in addition to the actual photography, which is part of the script, and a good job from the young lead actress in that one. So we have several ideas there, and I think you can check them out. Also, we have, as I said, Talk to Me was one of the front runners of the number of nominations, and this one was also nominated for Best Film, as I mentioned before. That's a supernatural horror film, which is a lot of fun. And we have another nomination for the Best Film, The New Boy, as I mentioned, and the last nomination for Best Film we have from Royal Hotel.
I've seen that one.
Yes, well, that was a good one. Did that remind you a bit of the old Australian book and film Wake in Fright, if you may remember?
Oh, a little bit, yeah. These two girls were working in a bar, weren't they?
Exactly, yeah. Two backpacking young 20-something girls get a live-in job in a bar in the middle of nowhere in outback Australia, and they soon have to put up with the unruly locals and living in a strong macho culture, and it becomes a battle of survival, as you well remember. And the two women in that one were very well, especially we have a nomination for Julia Garner in this one, and you may remember him. She did so good in that TV series Ozark.
Yep.
Good up-and-coming young actor. Yeah. So there's the nominations for Best Film, and the winner was Talk to Me, which also had the most nominations. So congratulations are in order there, because that was such a good job on that film. So once again, I say, see these films, get out there and check them out. I'm sure that one's streaming by now, and you can see what we have some good quality Australian films. Now, sometimes the problem I have in the Oscars is they have nominations for Best Film, but they don't have a follow-through nomination for Best Director, and that one wonders about that one, because how can Best Film direct itself? And the opposite sometimes happens. They have Best Director, but it's not nominated again for Best Film. These 5 nominees, 6 nominees for Best Film have also been nominated for Best Director, the same one. So congratulations are in order there for, as I say, Danny and Michael Philippou for Best Director, co-directing on that winner. Talk to Me, similar as well.
Wow.
Now, just going on, we have the lead actor nominees for these ACTA Awards here in Australia, and we have a nice situation where both lead actors, Elias Anton and Tom Green, from Of an Age, have been nominated for Best Actor. And this, once again, is that story of the back in 1999, where we have a ballroom dancer who has a pretty intense romance with his friend's older brother. And unfortunately, both of them were unsuccessful. We also have Simon Baker, who was nominated for a film called Limbo, and this is an interesting story about Simon Baker playing, a crew-cutted, gruff, shaded detective, nothing like the gorgeous actor we have in the TV series he's in for many seasons, The Mentalist. He's against hype in this one.
Or the boy who swallowed the universe.
Yeah, exactly. Same one. So, he's a good, solid Australian actor. And he's following the 20-year-old cold case as a pretty jaded detective in this one, Limbo. And he's been nominated for Best Actor. And also we have Phoenix Ryle in The Rooster. And this one, I think you'll find is quite good. And this is a small-town cop, Phoenix Ryle, who's looking after what happened, how one of his best friends died, and he questions a pretty crazy hermit. Played, of course, by Hugo Weaving, and another veteran Australian actor, Hugo Weaving, and he plays a good role in that one. So. Once again, the nominations for Best Lead Actor, we also have Osama Sami in Shada, and Shada is once again one of the nominations for Best Film, and the winner of that Best Film was the gorgeous little Aboriginal boy, Aswan Reed, who played with the renegade nun, or the non-traditional nun, Kate Blanchett, in The New Boys. So several nominations there. So lots of nominations, lots of... there's a few others I haven't quite got time to go over, but there's many. First of all, congratulations to all these winners for the Australian ACTA Awards, Bill.
Yes, just looking at them, they're all up-and-coming or well-developed Australian actors and actresses.
They are many times, but like I said, this winner of the Best Actor is a new one, the young boy Aswan Reed. So it's a combination, but like you said, it's Simon Baker and Hugo Weaving, several very good, Kate Blanchett, some very good established actors as well. There's a lot of good quality in Australian filmmaking nowadays.
And the young Aboriginal boy that won the Best Actor, lead actor, Aswan Reed. And also there's a young lady down there that Best Supporting Actress is Selena Zahedina from Shada. So she did very well in that one. There's been some really good nominees, as well as several of the winners. So there's a lot of good talent there, and unfortunately, there's only going to be one winner in each category, and we wish them all the congratulations. Yeah, and look them up on the web page, and go and have a look at some of them. I've seen a few of them. So, but New Boy and Talk to Me sound like a couple of good ones to have a look at.
Yeah, you can't go past Kate Blanchett as an established actor, as you say, in that one playing, plus the winner, as you say, of that one in the New Boy.
Beautiful.
A lovely young Aswan Reed. So we'll see you guys out there at those Australian films.
No worries, and we'll see you next week with Hillary and Tony, and same time, same place.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks a lot, Sig. Bye for now.